we are privileged to have with us the chairman and members of the feature and non-feature jury of Indian Panorama.
Great journey for all of us. I'm talking on behalf of the entire jury, and they all, I'm sure, would agree with me. We've watched some wonderful films, and to finally pick out 22 films is not easy. You know, when you are talking about over 100 films, and to pick out 22. And finally, it is to the best of our collective judgment which has chosen these 22 films. There may be some people who say, you know, my film was better, his film was better, but it's a subjective matter. So between 13 of us, these were 22 of the best over there. It does not mean that the other films were bad, but you have to make choices in life. You know, there will be one good and one bad, and that's a choice we made. And regional cinema in India is really making huge strides. It is, you know, the whole thing of Indian cinema being centered around Hindi films. Though I make Hindi films, I made Hindi films only. But right from the Panorama last year to the national awards this year and the present Panorama, the growth of regional cinema has been absolutely fantastic. You know, you have films from Ladakh and a film from Lakshadweep. You have films in Tulu and you know, Assamese films and really great stuff. You know, great stuff. In fact, like the national award-winning film, which was last year in the Panorama, and it's now going for the Oscars also, has been a tremendous experience for all of us.
Films and select 21 films. It was definitely a difficult job where you feel that something is different, something is good, something good here, something good there, you know, and then you have to select 21 films. But out of that, we all, jury members, friends, we have done our job. I would like to inform you that in world over, in any literature, every literature you have different kinds of work is done. The short stories have their own place. Short stories are definitely making their own place. Here in cinema, short films, and due to the support and help of digital and video technology, new filmmakers have come in. They have that different way of telling story, which is definitely an eye-opener. It is such a difficult thing that you can't say now that somebody is here and somebody is there. But short films in Malayalam, Marathi, Kannada, we have Nagamis film. Nani Teri Morni was a Nagamis film. First short film from Nagaland. We have that kind of films this time.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. See, this time, very interesting things will happen. Now, there is a trend of certain story making. Every year you find. This time in our jury, we had to face 18 transgender films. Out of this 18, 22 films, we got to select on 18. Each film looks one better than the other one. Now it was such a difficult task for us to select the subjects. It is not all that easy to make which side is good, which side is bad, there is nothing bad and good. It was all like balancing act. So we have gone through 230 odd films and selecting 22 films in 30 days. every day watching without any Diwali, Dasera, holidays, nothing. All Sundays we work, and at the end of the day we feel like we are going to go mad. But still, this is something like that. If we have come to the film industry, if we love films with passion, we all have to contribute something towards this. And so as jury members, we have really enjoyed working against the time, but still, it is very tedious work, but still, when the result, when you watch this 22 films, what we selected, and everyone says again, the fantastic 22 selection, that itself is an award for all the jury members and the chairman. Why? Because we worked for that. Other than that, it was very interesting to go through all these things. Thank you.
And Major Ravi has said, except that, it was a very democratic exercise that we had. We had constant discussions. These 30 days were not just watching movies and enjoying them, but there were heated debates on every aspect, right from cinematography to acting to, all other skills. We had debated, analyzed them, and we had several rounds of discussions. And it's after that is why we are very proud of our selection. That, we have selected some of the finest films from across the country, across the language spectrum, and we are proud that, everyone in the jury is satisfied with the selections. There is an overall consensus on all the films, and that, there was no major dissent on any issue. It was a very democratic discussion we have had, and we are grateful that the chairman also facilitated that. And all aspects, all opinions, all shades of thoughts, viewpoints were discussed on the table, threadbare, and then we came to this conclusion. So we are very proud that all aspects were taken into consideration.
Yeah, there is no much expression of what they have expressed it, but still in non-feature film categories, we had less entries from southern region, in the sense Tamil, Malayalam and Kannada, where they are, they're dominating in feature film. That was a bit worried. I'm personally worried about that, because the only Bengalis, Marathi, and few segments they were, it was fantastic films we had. But in future, after this digitalization of filmmaking, really we have received wonderful short films in all segments, in different contents. And it was, as he said, it was very difficult to choose 21 films out of 110 films. But 50% of the films were too good. So finally, unanimously we choose around 15, 16 films. Then later on, it was a very tough competition. But whatever they have applied, it was a fantastic films, and very good experience with working with elders like Ganantraji, Rahulji. It was a more than jury. Yeah, one segment was for me. It was a jury who were gauging, and we are analyzing the entire content and the technical qualities and the film. And other side, you will learn more, because in our art and film media, learning never stops.
I'm delighted to be here and say that the festival has started off on a very wonderful footing, and we as members of the Panorama non-feature films, we're very happy to be involved in the selection. I would say the films, especially in the short films, they were fantastically well made, very well structured. The content was so good. The emotional content of each and every film, I thought, stood out. There were some wonderfully well-made wildlife films too, and all the regional areas, especially I think Maharashtrians, the Malayalis, as always Kerala, and many of the regional areas, they have come up with outstanding subjects, things that you would not even think of making into feature, and just as well, because I think these films should be told in its essence and not be covered up with a lot of commercial requirements like dance and all. So I think we had excellent subjects, and especially the opening subject that we have just seen again, Kharwas. It's about the pangs or the birth of, we've had a birth of a nation. This is the birth of a child, and the kind of pangs a mother goes through when she has not been able to deliver her child, but she sees in nature that it's a huge process, and she accepts her conflicts with a lot of stoic acceptance, and there's a reconciliation to the fact that motherhood is not easy.